Hey, Lawson, we've talked to you a lot this summer, but let me just start there. Have you had a better summer in your life than this past summer?
No, it's definitely an eventful one, and obviously going to be a hard one to top in future up and coming summers.
We've talked about a lot about last season and how you wanted that opportunity, and you were able to obviously take advantage of it. What's the next step look like for you, Lawson?
Just continue to grow. Just because you did it once doesn't mean it's going to be easy to do it again. And I realize that, and I just want to build off what I started last year, and approach it with the right mindset, the right attitude, and ultimately continue to grow and obviously help my teammates grow as players and people, and go from there.
I've asked a couple other players this, but when you looked at your game from last season, were there a couple specific things or areas where you identified that you said, I want to augment that, take that up a notch?
Yeah, I think definitely the playmaking ability. I think I proved that I can put the puck in the back of the net, and obviously just want to make more plays. I think anytime you can generate more offense for your line mates, that's huge. And you got to work hard. You got to do all the small things and all the little things right. And I feel like I do that well. But for me, it's that playmaking ability to continue to focus on that, and continuing to take my game to the next level. And I think that's what would really help me.
Last question from me. Why are you so resistant to getting a second Frenchie?
Oh, gosh. One's enough for now.
Patrick, go ahead.
Good morning, Lawson.
Morning.
So one of the longest tenured players on the team, does it feel like that? Do you feel like you're one of the longest tenured players and kind of even ready to take another step?
Yeah, totally. It's, obviously I know that, and it's starting to feel more and more like that. I've been through some really good times here, some bad times. So, I think I have a lot of knowledge about, the state, the game here. So I think I can use that to my advantage. And, we have a lot of young guys, new faces. So if I can help them out and show them like what it's like here, I'm going to do that.
Was there anything that you picked up or learned from the Strahlmans and the Ericssons and the Roussells last season with such a veteran presence that you think, you can pass forward like you were just saying?
Yeah, for sure. Those obviously all those guys that you named, they're great human beings and great hockey players, and you can pick something from each and every one of not just them, everyone that you play with, whether it's a young guy, an Andrew Ladd, stuff like that. You can you see the way that they conduct themselves at the rink and just how they they handle their everyday business, being true professionals, and that's why they were in the league for so long. They they took care of their bodies. They approached the game mentally in the right way, and obviously it was a pleasure to play with those guys and learn from them.
Last question from me. What would define a successful season in your eyes for you personally? If you're reflecting at the end of the year, when you look back, what makes it a successful year?
From a personal standpoint, just continuing to improve, and obviously I've set goals in my mind that I want to achieve, and just going to do the best I can to control the things that I can control, and don't worry about the rest, and approach every day like it's a new day, and just having that eagerness to get better. And obviously on the team side of things, we want to continue to grow, continue to take those steps forward in the right direction, and then keep going. Thanks.
Lena? Yeah. Pass the mic to Lena if anyone has one. Thank you.
Good morning, Lena Washington, 12 News. I think this team has been largely under the radar when it comes to national expectations. Is there any kind of freedom when it comes to that when you guys approach the season, knowing that anything can happen and you guys are going to shock the world probably in some way or another?
Yeah, I think, as hockey players, our job is to go out on the ice and put our best foot forward. And like I said, you can't really worry about the outside noise. You can really only control the things that you can. And for us, that's playing hockey and, approaching each and every day with a good attitude and a good mindset, and, that willingness to come in and want to get better. So, in terms of the outside noise, I think we just block it out the best we can and worry about the things that we need to truly worry about.
what are you going to be most excited about when you step into Mullet Arena in terms of the energy, the atmosphere is going to be a little different from probably environments that you've played in before?
Yeah, I think you just named it. I'm excited to see the atmosphere. Obviously, we have a very loyal fan base here in Arizona, and I think it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be loud. I took a tour of that place a week and a half ago, and the rink's beautiful. I mean, when people say there's not a bad seat in the house, there truly isn't. And, from a fan's perspective, I think it'll be, probably one of the best places in the league to be involved and watch a game that close. And I think it's good because they'll be able to see how fast the game truly is. If you talk to fans that sit down at the glass seats, that's usually what they kind of tell you is they don't realize how fast it is. So to have all these seats in the lower bowl, you'll kind of pick up on like how quick we have to make decisions and the little things like that.
Last one for me. You mentioned the knowledge of the game here. I think nationally, hockey in the desert is something that boggles a lot of minds. What have you learned or gleaned about this market and the fan base that you can share? Maybe try to knock any preconceived notions out of the water.
Well, I think it's growing extremely fast, and it's really good to see. Like even from my first year playing here, from there to now, it's grown so much, and you see the amount of kids, signing up for minor hockey. It's great to see, and the girls' programs come so far. And growing up in Canada, we had pretty much a rink in every town that you were in. So it's definitely nice to see kids getting into the sport. It's such a wonderful game, and you learn so much from the game of hockey just in your outside life, if you know what I mean. Like, you can take so much away from it. So obviously a very loyal fan base here, and I'm excited to throw the jersey on for them at the home opener.
One last question. Go ahead, Dan.
The team plays 20 of its first 24 games on the road. What are you looking forward to kind of building team chemistry, being on the road, and kind of establishing team culture out there?
Yeah, going on the road's fun. I mean, obviously it's going to be a long time, but you get, whether you're going out to dinner before or getting to know some of the newer guys, it's really a chance to bond as a group. We're together whether you're on the plane, at the rink, and meetings. So it's definitely a great opportunity for our group to continue to grow closer, and definitely going to be a hard stretch, but I think we're all ready for it.
Sorry, one last question. Can see at the back there.
You're one of the handful of guys here who was around for the whole Phil Kessel era. He led the team in assists last year. You feel like there's a void there where you can come in, step up, and fill some of that production for this team?
Yeah, Phil's obviously a special player and an even more special person, and obviously we're going to miss him, but that's just the nature of the game, and players move on, friends move on, but yeah, Phil brings so much to the game and brought so much to our team, and it's going to be a hard thing to fill, but at the same time, there's a bunch of guys ready to jump into that opportunity and make the most out of it.